Thank you so much for coming to see us. We're so excited to be working with you and your family.
Yes, thank you very much. We can really use all the support we can get.
Of course.
Take a look at this. I found it in my neighborhood this morning. Can you believe it? Anyway, thank you so much for all your help.
We are so glad that you're able to put so much faith in us, especially in trying and getting you out of that neighborhood. Do you mind if I borrow this?
Not at all. Keep it.
Wonderful. Thanks. See you next week.
Hey! How was your client meeting?
It was great. He's really excited to be working with our services.
Right on, yeah. I heard snippets of that conversation. You know, it's just really hard when clients don't know how to stop focusing on the violence and just really zero in on their neck of the world, you know?
Well, he did have the recent nationalist march.
You know, there's just so much focus on the negative and not enough on the positive. Like, look, check this out. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. MLK.
That's not even the full quote.
Hey, Todd, how's it going?
Before we get started on our agenda, I'd like to do a check-in. I have some concerns specifically engaging our community in the recent nationalist march that took place in my client's neighborhood.
I don't see what that has to do with us.
Well, a client showed me these posters. Now, I don't know how you all read this, but it scares me. It scares the community. And I think that we need to address it.
And I agree. That is terrible, but we can't fix every issue. We, as an organization, need to focus our priorities, and right now, that's on LGBTQ, okay? We need to stay true to our mission and focus. Besides, the real enemy is out there.
Right, but I don't think that we...
Look, we're all on the same page here. We're all a member of the team, okay? Now, we need to prioritize our mission. Right now, I would like to focus on fundraising, okay? And speaking of Ben, would you remind me to call Mayor Jerkin and thank him for that generous donation?
Absolutely.
Ronnie, do you think you could generate a survey or a check-in email blast to get that feedback?
Yeah, sure, I could do that for you.
Great, let's get back to business.
Okay, moving forward.
Excuse me. I'm gonna go to the restroom. Oh, what the fuck am I even doing here? I can't believe this shit.
Whoa. That was rough, huh?
You have no idea. I am so sick of these staff meetings where I am overlooked, underwhelmed, and worse yet, have to deal with this coattail riding Todd who wants to take my ideas and water them down in the most disrespectful did you see how she brought up funders? I am so sick of this predatory bullshit of taking legitimate issues, lining them up with these spineless orgs' pockets. Meanwhile,
You get it all out, kiddo?
yeah.
Look, what you tried to do in there is powerful.
Right!
Make no doubt about it. If they didn't have to actually deal with you, they'd be quick to put you on a bumper sticker and give you shout-outs. My question is, what are you going to do about it?
I don't know. I worked very hard to get here, and I think it's important for people who look like me to be in this position. But I don't want to end up like Ronald either.
Ronnie, my man.
You betcha.
And another
You
thing.
need to tell them what the problem is. I've seen more diversity in an H&M ad. Are you really gonna let them dictate the conversation? Shit. That's how we got here in the first place.
What do you mean?
Powerful women have built nations from the foundation up, and white men like Todd get the credit for piling on the last brick. Maybe you should tell them that.
Okay. Okay, well, are you gonna have my back in there?
Are you kidding? This is about you stepping up and taking that space instead of asking for it. Besides, I don't work here. Do I look like I work here? Shit. I wouldn't be caught dead working here.
Okay, now that we have finished up discussing the financials, I'd like to talk about our presence at the Pride Parade. Oh, Andrea, we were just talking about...
Actually, there's something that I want to discuss from our earlier conversation. Now, I find it very alarming how you can look at something, how it affects our most vulnerable clients, and your only solution is an email blast? Now, does that sound like an adequate response for an agency who's plastering messages on hate doesn't live here?
Look, I do understand the significance of that poster. But if there's anyone who has had to deal with adversity, it is me. Oh, this would never have been an issue under Obama. Oh, God, those were the days. But I want you to be able to tell me, to tell us, what it is that you need to feel supported.
If any of that were true, I wouldn't be the only one bringing it up. I shouldn't even have to fight to get my clients direct assistance or support.
You know, this is a perfect time for me to make the announcement. Yay, we have just been approved for additional financial funding. Okay, now, Andrea, I would like you to head up this project on assessing which members might be eligible. I think you're the perfect person to be on point for this. Something you'd be open to?
Of course that sounds like something I'd be interested in. I mean, I have a lot on my plate right now, but to be honest, it's surprising. I didn't even know we got financial assistance for our clients.
I know. Isn't it great? But I just want to let you know, because perhaps it isn't clear, how very much you are appreciated here and able to, call us out on things too. And that's why I think that you would be the best person to be lead on this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna need to take some time to think about the additional job opportunities, 'cause all of this is a lot to think about.
It is. I think you should take the rest of the day off. Yeah, you know how much we value self-care here.
Right. Well, I'll see you all Monday.
Didn't end how you thought it would, huh? The way Andrea saw this, it could go one of two ways. She could tell them where they could shove it, stick to her values, and call it quits. But we all know how that works out. She'd be replaced in another week by another woman of color who thinks that she can change it from the inside. Flip the script. All the while being burnt out and traumatized by the day-to-day of it. Or she could stick it out, make moves where she can, milk that liberal white guilt for all it's worth, and get those little victories wherever she could find them. Besides, if anyone is going to be paid, why not her?